So when I bought 25 acres, the guy who previously owned it did a lot of wood milling, and he left this half log sitting about a quarter mile in the jungle, quarter mile into the jungle. So yesterday I wrapped a rope around it and dragged it out of there, as evidenced by my pretty hands now. Seriously, that was really hard, but I feel like I need to work on my muscles, so that was a good thing. Anyway, now I want to build an Alaskan lumber mill, which is basically a frame you bolt onto a chainsaw to help you line up your cuts when you're cutting with. And I happened to get some of this at the junkyard a little while ago. It's a aluminum square tube. I don't have long enough bolts to go through two of these, so I'm just gonna have to put it through one and only through one hole in the other one, and then stuff my nuts in here. Yeah, but right. Alright, I got all my nuts stuffed in there. Everything's attached. I think it's ready for a test. Alright, now it only cuts one thickness, but that's fine. It's a thickness I would want a lot. And if I need to change it, I can just put some spacers in here. But that's a good thickness. I don't know. And anything thick, like if I'm cutting 4x4s or something, I can do those by eye. They don't need to be that exact. Hands feel terrible though. Just cleaning up the sides first. I just cut halfway through the log and it looks like it's going pretty well. I wanted to turn it off though to make sure it's not getting too hot. Everything feels alright though. It was real easy to start. So I put these two aluminum bars before the chain so I could line them up on the log before the cutting even happens. Apparently right at the end, maxed out the width. I think that's stiff. Oh, stiff wood, right. Oh man, look at that! Oh, that's like the best cut ever. I know it's not the best cut ever, but wow. Jeez, that came out good. Oh, I gotta show the guys this. Oh, there are a lot of people around who cut wood, and man, this is the best cut I've ever seen with a chainsaw. I'm sure there are better cuts, but man, this is really good. Oh, and that was all solar power too. This is just plugged into 6 solar panels right up there with I think it's a 50-foot wire. Man, that was great. And that totally maxed out the width I do here. So that's like the hardest thing I'll cut. This is pretty hard wood too. I will normally cut skinnier pieces, so I don't know, this made it through that alright, so I think the chainsaw can handle everything I'm going to do to it, at least theoretically. You know, I'll have to see how the longevity goes, but I'm really liking these Works chainsaws. This is my second one. I have 2 of them. The one I was using to cut the sides is a 3.5 horsepower, and this one's a 4 horsepower. And I'm not sponsored by them or anything, but you know, when I get some tools that are really good, I just like to share it so other people can, you know, get them too. Or do whatever you want. But I'm just saying, these things work great. Oh, and this chainsaw mill was super simple to make, and it works so well. Like I was saying before, so you put the two bars that rest on top of the wood kind of far apart so you can keep it level, and then put another one here so that when you're starting you can get the wood lined up before it hits the chain, and then once the wood gets to here you just rely on this one and this one to keep it level, and then this edge here can rest against the wood, and you really don't have to do much to the chainsaw, just kind of inch it forward a little bit, you know, support its weight and just inch it forward. It pulls against this, so it's not like you have to pull the chainsaw back while it's pulling forward. Oh, that worked. Man, that worked really well. I'm like 100% satisfied with what just happened. Oh, that was spectacular. And I've got like 25 acres full of trees. Oh, I'm still gonna want to build, you know, a lumber mill that'll cut really skinny lines and be super efficient, but man, for a chainsaw mill, this is really good. Oh, and with these chainsaws, so this one I modified to run on DC power, but this one I didn't, which means when I turn off the switch it'll melt everything inside. So I just tape the switch shut and I turn it on and off by plugging it in, and I might do the switch later, but I don't know. Doing the milling thing, I always just have it going for a long period of time, so I might just leave it plug in. So you plug it in and then you can just go. You don't have to worry about holding the trigger till you get to the end and unplug it. Alright you guys, admire my wood! Come check it out! Hold on! I have to get your camera reactions, don't touch it yet! Oh, naked babies. Put some clothes on, naked babies. Alright, you guys, come check out my wood. Come check out my wood. Look how smooth it is.
Did you use your lumber mill to cut it?
I did use my lumber mill to cut it. Check it out how smooth it is. Deshana, are you not even going to admire my wood?
I always admire your wood.
Just come admire my wood. Hey, can I say it?
It really came out really nice.
No, but you said it so convincingly just when I turned the camera off. You're not doing this right at all. You know, it's like I do some amazing stuff and then I show it on camera and they're all like, yeah, it's pretty good, man. And then I turn the camera off and she's like, wow, you know, that really came out really nice, wow. And I'm like, can you just say that again when I turn the camera back on? And she's like, come on, say it with feeling. Like you mean it, like you did when the camera turned.
Wow, that came out really nice, Jaimie.
Oh, you're totally faking it. The second board's even better than the first one. Whew, yeah. Alright chickens, new sawdust coming up. Why aren't you guys playing out on the wharf? Was it getting too hot out there?
It's too hot out there, I think.
Oh yeah, it's way too hot. Look at that, no foot splinters or anything. Wow, these chickens are really digging this sawdust, aren't they? This guy going crazy in there. Oh yeah, that's the stuff. Give me some sawdust. Oh yeah. Oh, are you over there too? Yeah. Yeah. Oh, look at that. Stretch out that leg in the sawdust. Oh yeah, that's the stuff.
Trixie just doesn't. She's like, do not get that on my feathers. Beautiful feathers. Everybody else is like, look what you're missing out, lady.